Youngstown State starters for this game. Amara Chikwe, Allison Smolinski, Chelsea Olsen, Sarah Cash, McKenna Peters. We talked about Cash coming off a great game in Milwaukee, but Allison Smolinski, the leading scorer on this team, close to 14 points a game.
Yeah, she really wants to shoot the three, but can do a variety of things. You also got to bring up McKenna Peters, who had a career high in her last game as well.
Look at the Phoenix starters for today. Jen Wellnitz, Lakin James, Lindsey Robson, Carly Mowens, and Madison Wolf. Again, Phoenix without the services of Frankie Wirtz, who has got her home white uniforms, green numbers and trim. Youngstown State in their traveling road red uniforms, white numbers, black trim. And we are underway. Phoenix control the tip. Lakin James to Mowens. Wellnitz, skip pass. Lindsey Robson passed up a three-pointer. Got to be ready to shoot that one.
Yeah, I thought she would have had a good look at it, but I don't mind making it work a little bit more, and I like the post touch.
Madison Wolf, she passed up a shot. Out to Mowens, 10 on the shot clock off the back of the iron. Rebound, Smolinski.
And I felt like Wolf had a great look at it, like the unselfish mindset. That's a chance to maybe pick up a foul on Cash if you're aggressive. Not finish.
Stuck on the block is Cash. He kicks it out. Peters.
Now you got to watch Peters. Now this Penguin team in general, all of them can shoot, but Peters will shoot it from very deep.
Chelsea
Give her a
Olsen
chance at it.
Passes up. Smolinski. And they will not get the shot off in time. They went really deep, too deep into the shot clock. Didn't get a good look.
Yeah, and Coach Barnes is on his team about playing faster as well as passing up quality looks. He wants them to shoot their open shots and not be tentative. And you got to give the Phoenix a good job. They chased everyone off of the three-point line and took away some scoring opportunities.
Big game for both teams as Lakin James attacks the basket. We don't see Lakin get all the way to the basket too often, especially in a set offense.
Yeah, no, Lakin, she does most of her work in that high post area. But able to take it off the dribble from the left wing. And again, that's the production elevation that you've seen from these upperclassmen.
Attacking the basket, tipped away. Madison Wolf saved it for a moment. Can Lindsey Robson save it? No, she stepped on the line. And I think they'll give it back to Youngstown State. We're going to have a look at the hustle here. Madison Wolf saving it. Robson trying to get there. Oh, just a little bit of that green. Her foot caught that out of bounds. Good call. Chelsea Olsen with the ball, top of the key. And almost another shot clock violation as they got deep. That would have counted had it gone. But
yeah, Chikwe just was off balance. So had a wide open, I wouldn't say wide open layup, but an open layup. Just rushed it.
Jen Wellnitz changing her shot midair behind the back pass to try to save it. And it was Peters that had it. Olsen brings it across the timeline. Big game for both teams. Both teams sitting in the top three of the standings. And Phoenix just a half game behind Youngstown State, who had their 5-game win streak snapped on Thursday, losing an overtime thriller in Milwaukee. And Olsen buries the three.
I'm talking about that's confidence right there. WNBA range on that shot, and Olsen knocks it in, and that's what this Penguin team wants to do, though. They want to shoot threes and make threes, and you see it on display there. For the Phoenix, again, you want to run them off the line and get them playing in the yard, right? But you don't want to get them all the way in the house and get them to the rim, so you gotta get out and contest.
Lakin James took that three-pointer. Over the top they go. And an off-balance shot. Madison Wolf fighting for the rebound. Now Lakin James jumps in. Jump ball, and it will stay with the Penguins.
And good hustle. Wolf not able to gather the rebound. Chikwe does a good job getting the deflection. She got the initial block without fouling, which was nice, but you see it here. And Lakin James, the fearless one, he's not afraid to get in the mix.
15 on the shot clock. Lost the handle. Turnover for Smolinski.
And ended up getting flared screen into the corner, and the Phoenix with a, not an aggressive trap, but had two people there, Mowens and James, able to force that turnover.
Inside to Robson, a little bit of contact. Robson Tries to step through, rebound Wolf. She'll put it back up with a right-handed hook and shoot some free throws.
And I like that. Again, I feel like you have to attack. Again, Cash is an all-conference player. You get opportunities, you have to try to make her defend. I don't know who they called that, if they called it on Cash or Smolinski, but either way, you got to be aggressive in that paint and force the referees to make a call.
So Madison Wolf at the free throw line, 6'3" junior out of Kohler, Wisconsin. Coming off a 5-point game on Thursday in that win over Cleveland State, but had a career high, or excuse me, one shy of a career high, 11 rebounds in that game.
At 6'3", 6'4", you know, you like to see that effort consistently every night. They're more than capable, both of the Wolf sisters.
Cash long on the three. And then Cash the foul. So her second, that's some big fouls.
I mean, it's tremendous. That's tough. And last year here, she got in foul trouble as well early in the first quarter of the game and was able to kind of battle through it. But it definitely, as a player, you want your rhythm and not have that in the back of your mind. You just want to be able to play your game. And when you're in foul trouble, it definitely kind of sticks with you that you can't be as aggressive as you normally can be.
So they're big-time scoring. Senior is on the bench with 2 fouls. Cash coming off a 25-point game in Milwaukee on Thursday. Averages 13 points a game throughout the season. Here's Wellnitz. She'll try a three and knock it down. Jen Wellnitz. When you get Jen Wellnitz knocking down threes, could be a good day.
Yeah, now she's hit one in 2 consecutive games. And, again, when Wirtz got hurt, Frankie Wirtz, and everyone else had to elevate their game, you've seen a higher scoring impact, especially from James and from Wellnitz.
Mullins with the rebound. Well, with Frankie Wirtz on the bench, that's 18 points somebody else has got to pick up the slack for. Everyone chiming in. Here's Wellnitz from the other side. Long on that one. Wellnitz 8 made 3-pointers on the season, including today's shot.
That's tough.
Good, strong move.
Smolinski. Yeah, able to get to the rack. Use her off arm to create some separation. A strong finish at the rim.
It's another senior for this Penguin team. Robson, a lot of contact down there, no call. Yeah, here come the Penguins.
Definitely was enough to get the call. Went with the no call as the defender was already set, but definitely was enough to garner a call.
Wolf knocked that one away as they tried to go over the top to Mary Dunn. A couple of 6'3" forwards going at it in the block. There's a timeout on the floor. We've got a good one here. 2-point lead for the Phoenix. This is her.
He's dealing with some injuries this season. But I definitely think, in the years to come, it definitely will be a more competitive league top to bottom.
Phoenix make one substitution during that timeout as Mackenzie Wolf checks in for Madison Wolf. Youngstown State with Chickway, Smolinski, Olsen, Dunn, and Peters on the floor. Trimmer with the ball. She also checked in during the timeout. Shot by Peters. And I don't think that hit the rim.
That's a shot clock violation again. So again, you see the defense from this Phoenix team just smothering this Youngstown State Penguins offense. And Peters did get a good look at a floater, just couldn't get it to hit the rim. So
Mackenzie Wolf off balance on that shot. I'm talking with some of the Phoenix coaches about the progression of the Wolf twins and how much stronger they're playing this time of the year compared at the beginning of the season. Playing with much more confidence. Here's a steal by Lakin James. She'll attack and go all the way to the hoop. Lakin James.
I tell you what, using that glass off the front of coming from that front angle is tough. Lakin James is so crafty in that area. Her finishing 15 feet and in, she has just so many shots in her bag of tricks.
Well, you talk about players' confidence growing. Look no further than the Lake Show.
No, it does not get much better than that. Behind the back, kicks to Mowens. And I guess I love with Lakin James as well, and lines up this three and hits it. 2 of 3 in the first quarter. Now, if you told Coach Barnes that Jen Wellness was going to have 2 threes in the first quarter, he would have said, all right, CB, you might need to get off the mic.
Well, and you could see, and probably through scouting, they laid off Jen on that. They did not come out and challenge her on that three-pointer. We'll allow Wellness to shoot the three-pointer, but like you said, if she's going to knock him down, you have to make some adjustments.
And to be honest with you, though, I still think she won't beat you doing that. She's capable, but that's where she has her impact on the defensive end. And then if she gets downhill, starting to make plays off the dribble, she's such a dynamic passer that she can pick your team apart. Now, I wanted to go back to your point with the Wolf sisters and their development. And we always talk about the bigs progressing and getting better and improving. And you see them maturing. They're consistently the first one in, last one out when it comes to the practice and pregame. So you would think at some point those reps will click and stick. And I think you're starting to see that with the 2 Wolf sisters. What are your thoughts?
Well, and I think also when you're missing so many points that are sitting on the bench because of injury, some of the players step up and say, you know what, I am going to be the person.
You force their hand.
Yeah, I'm going to be the person that's going to make up some of those points. I'm going to try to contribute more. Instead of thinking about it, I'm just going to go out and do it.
Got to do it. Sometimes that's the best way to learn.
Olsen, that was a deep 3. Rebound by Lakin James. Haley Oski, Megan Pingle checked in during that last dead ball. Good young players for the Phoenix. Oski just a freshman. Here's Lakin James off the dribble. Didn't get the second bounce to fall. And the Penguins will get the ball back. There's Kevin Borsett cheering on his team.
He likes to say he wants Lakin James to stay aggressive. I mean, she's been in a good groove. And again, Lakin James, she never compromised what her value was to the team when she was working through the confidence earlier in the season offensively. She always hustled, always got deflections, got every loose ball. She wins a ton of 50-50 balls. And she was a great defender and playmaker. And now she's still doing all of that and contributing as a scorer, as well as she picks up that foul on what the crowd does not like, maybe a tough call, but she never compromised what she does well. Oh, and in slow-mo, again, we'll get that call right every time as an official. Sometimes it's tougher to make that call in live action.
Well, and a call like that doesn't bother Lakin James.
No, she'll move on quick. But, again, I got to go back. You got to give Smolinski the credit. Got to have that aggressive attack mentality and force him to make a call. And usually offensively you'll get the benefit of the doubt.
Smolinski, 69% free throw shooter. It's a 12-6 game. Pingle, top of the key. He's looking towards the post, and McKenzie keeps the ball moving on the perimeter. 9 on the shot clock. Haley Oski dancing through the lane. Rebound, Mackenzie Wolf.
That's a big-time follow by Wolf. And again, Haley Oski may not have necessarily made the layup, but her aggressive mentality of even getting a shot up, forcing that big to contest, allowed Mackenzie Wolf to be free to go rebound the basketball.
Skip pass to the corner. Trimmer passed up a shot. Now will pull up on the baseline. That's in and out. Tough miss for the Penguins. Pingle and Oski both hit a couple of three-pointers in that Thursday night game. All 4 of those three-pointers came in the first half. See if they get rolling early in this one. 17 seconds remaining in the quarter. 9 on the shot clock. Pingle drops it off. Oh, little low on the pass.
Yeah.
Right idea. And then the steal by Robson. 6 on the game clock. Robson, left hand, and a free throw coming up.
And heads up play by Robson. Let's see her take the contact here. And so I guess we may be even on the calls because not a lot there, but consistent. I didn't want to announcer Jensen talk over it. But got to be frustrated for Coach Barnes to have an opportunity to go down and maybe steal a bucket, and instead you may give up a point here to close it out.
Robson good on the second one.
Pingle, again, with more experience, if Pingle would have lobbed that pass up to Wolf on the previous play, instead of being a turnover, it's probably an easy 2 points.
So 3.8 seconds remaining in the quarter. Olsen would have counted if it went. It does not.
This haven't given the Penguins any quality looks offensively. They had a couple of shot clock violations mixed in there as well. So if you're Youngstown State, I feel like you got to do more to get down in transition and try to get quality looks early versus letting that defense get set.
Look at Lindsey Robson, a little too aggressive going for that steal, so a foul right away for the Phoenix. Or excuse me, not on Robson, but on Smolinski. We were talking a little bit about some of the injury problems the Phoenix have been facing. Youngstown State, no stranger to injuries as well.
Well, yeah, you got a couple of kids out for the season that, you know, this staff was really going to depend on. One of them being Pettit, who's a local kid. But they were looking to get a couple of these freshmen as starters. Oski again being aggressive. Peter steps in and takes the charge. And that's really, you would think it would have a bigger impact, but the Youngstown State, this team has come together and they've played well even without that. So one, is scary as you look into the future. They get some of these kids back next year, but definitely impacts the game this year.
And this will belong to the Penguins. Again, some good hustle. Robson really getting after it. She's hit the deck a couple of times in this game.
Yeah, I mean, gets the deflection here, jumping the gap. Well, Pingle with the initial deflection. And yeah, just good hustle, good no call. Let it play out. Now, Penguins again, now in a shot clock situation where you got to go make a play here under 10.
Over the top, broken up by Madison Wolf. They were looking for Dunn. Pingle picks up her dribble over to Wellnitz. Really laying off Wellnitz. Let's see if she wants to take a few more three-point shots in this one.
And I think she's got to be wise, but I think she has to stay aggressive. You hit a couple, stick with it.
Madison Wolf, wow. Good composure by the 6'3 junior.
And, you know, it's, every coach is saying take away that left shoulder. Don't let her turn over that left shoulder for that righty hook. It's much easier said than done. Very crafty, able to use her fakes to get back to that shoulder.
Wellnitz. Oh, shoved. As that ball came in, no call. And done. It will be called for the foul, and Madison Wolf will go to the free throw line looking to complete the three-point play.
And takes the initial bump, spins back, and gets the finish. And now it's 19-6 in favor of this Phoenix team. And again, points can be tough to come by in the first half in the Crest Event Center.
I don't know. I'm looking at the little things on her shot right now. Beginning of the season again, kind of throwing it up, hoping it's going in. Now shooting with so much confidence, it's going in when it leaves my hand.
Well, yeah,
almost throwing it.
You got to hold it in. You got to hold it up so everybody can see it.
And then a big rebound. Pingle will push. Inside the Wellnitz on the post. Cross court. Robson tries to step through. Strong move, Lindsey Robson.
That is tough, and I got to believe Coach Barnes is going to get a timeout pretty soon. Right on cue. Coach Barnes calls a timeout.
Pick your poison. Who do you want to try to stop from the... Played for a former Phoenix men's player, Marcus Hines, at the time.
Absolutely. And I'm talking about dominant, long, high IQ, good touch. And now the Phoenix jump to a zone out of the timeout. I like the little chess match. Yeah, you probably draw up your best play trying to get some points, and then the Phoenix jump in the zone on you coming out of the timeout. And now they're back man-to-man. So, again, that was just out of the timeout to take away that initial set play. See if the Penguins come back to it here.
7 on the shot clock. Trimmer in trouble. 3. Doesn't see the shot clock. Now sees it. Throws up a wild shot. And the rebound by Oski.
And again, that's a lost possession, though. You know, no movement. Ball stuck the whole entire possession. And you end up with a shot, you know, from 25 feet at the shot clock.
Fans looking for a call on that Madison Wolf shot under the bucket.
As you see, Trimmer, I mean, again, just had to get something up to the rim. It's not a quality possession.
Smolinski. Air ball saved by Pingle.
And I think Wellness got a piece of that, actually. You saw the ball flight move, or change, should I say, the rotation. A good cut by Robson, good find by Wellness. And now, if you're just tuning in, you got to think Cash picked up 2 early fouls. And you see Coach Barnes not necessarily trusting getting her back in here. And there's a bucket. That's the way. Sometimes that's how you got to do it. Smolinski able to follow up a miss and put it in for an easy 2. But at some point, you know, if you can't get this thing starts to balloon a little bit more, at what point do you go back with Cash?
Yeah, you don't want it to get out of hand. You want to give yourself an opportunity, at least in the second half. At 23-8 right now. Olsen with an offensive rebound, so the Phoenix giving up some offensive boards here. Loose ball, Wellnitz on the floor, Pingo on the floor, Trimmer trying to fight him off, and it'll belong to the Phoenix.
And Trimmer just trying to...
Actually, it's going to belong to Youngstown State. Everyone's going down to the other end of the court.
That's the second time that's done happened. Now, Coach Barnes wanted to foul on that drive, and Trimmer just trying to force the issue, getting through 2 defenders. And, ends up getting tied up.
Gibson tries the baseline, drops it off to Chickway. Chickway gets a second opportunity, then tracked down by Wellnitz. Drop off, Robson, long 3, nothing but net.
Boy.
And a big smile from Lindsay.
Absolutely. Well, Wellness with the behind-the-back drop-off. She dribbles the primary defender down with her and leaves it for Robson, who's able to step into a semi-contested transition 3 and knock it in. That's just good basketball. Again, taking advantage of your opportunities early in the shot clock. And speaking of taking advantage of your early opportunities, again, Olsen, another 3, this time from the right wing.
She's a 35% three-point shooter.
That was like a big-time contest from Wellness, but just better offense.
26-11, Mackenzie Wolf. And a travel.
Penguin substitution is number 44, Madison Mallory. And the last time out for the Phoenix, Lakin James.
So Cash remains on the bench. And Coach Barnes hoping that this group out here can keep them in the ball game. They try to drop it into Olsen. Back outside. Smolinski will try the 3 again.
Yeah, those are the shots you kind of got to see one of those go in. Penguin is not able to get it to drop.
Anna Breck in the ball game for the first time. Fires up a 3. Rebound by Dunn. Dunn thought about the 3. Puts it on the ground to attack Wolf. And finishes. High shot off the glass.
The versatility. You see her on film. She has that soft touch around the rim and capable of putting it on the deck from the perimeter. Uses her body to keep the defender at bay and gets a nice shot off. Those are the baskets that they need, though. This is a good way to chip away, keep this game close with Cash on the bench.
Robson tried to split the double team, but Dunn standing 6'3", they're tough to split 6'3".
Dunn's not moving. You're not going to get through her. You got to play over. Whoa.
Madison Mallory with that 3. So Breck, James, Mackenzie Wolf, Wellnitz, Robson on the court. And the rebound tracked down by Smolinski.
And now if the Penguins can get a quality look and hit a shot here, That was right on line. Olsen just back iron. And Smolinski got whacked across the arm on her shot. And I thought I heard the smack on that one.
Wasn't sure if they were going to call that one. A lot of contact on that. Dunn slow to get up.
Council basket, personal foul, Mary Dunn to the Penguins. For second, team's third. Mullins, Pingle, Manuel.
James kind of came down awkwardly.
Yeah, James is
She's
fine.
all right.
Dunn is the one, and she kind of landed awkwardly too, like she stepped on one of her teammates' foot.
One shot.
Rolled her ankle or something.
Lincoln James missed the free throw. A much shorter lineup now for the Penguins.
Yeah, this is more of a scoring lineup. More three-point shooting on the court.
Now Madison Wolf. Well, the Phoenix, I'm sure Coach Borseth not too happy with giving up all the offensive rebounds already in this game. And Lincoln James changing speed, changing direction.
Well, that was a nice hesitation. He's just not able to finish, but good move.
Trimmer in the corner, guarded by Pingle. Chikwe will kick it back out. That is a long three. Too long on that one. Wolf with another rebound.
Man, 2 of 15 from three for this Penguin team. 5 of 26 overall.
Wolf's already got 7 rebounds in this game. Mullins. Looking inside, she's in trouble, kicks to Breck. Breck trying to work off a screen. And they're going to get Gibson on the foul.
And you see James with the hesitation, just unable to finish that one. So now, big 2 minutes here, right, Ted? I mean, if you're the Phoenix, you have a chance to maybe extend this lead heading into halftime, making it a lot tougher. If you're the Penguins, you got to keep it close and give yourself a chance, make some adjustments at halftime. Maybe get in and out of halftime faster to come out and see some shots go in the net more than anything, right?
Offensive foul before the shot.
And Wolf posting hard, says she hooked the defender.
Maybe something Coach Barnes has been lobbying for.
Possibly. Got to politic for those calls sometimes.
Big shot, top of the key. Three-pointer by Peters.
No, that's a big shot. That's big. If you keep it within 12 heading into halftime, you're in a good spot if you're this Penguins team, considering how they've shot the basketball in this first half and not having cash.
James floated the pass, steal by Gibson, and then stolen by Pingle.
It's a great hustle, though. Everyone's disappointed she stepped on the line. That's big-time hustle to be able to come down and get the steal. Or at least the deflection.
Let's see if we can see this again. Officials get together. I think they're discussing the clock. Coach Borseth. Kevin Borseth looking for his 700th career victory. I'm not even sure if he's aware of it. Do you think he's thinking about the 700 wins?
He's probably not even aware of it, to be honest with you. He's just trying to stay in the hunt and conference, I assume, more than anything.
Another Phoenix foul.
And Robson with the arm bar. Got to show those hands on the perimeter.
Good look at Coach Barnes. With 1:01 to play and a 5-second call along the baseline.
And those are the ones that kill you right there. I mean, again, you just hit a big three. You got the extra possession, and you give the Phoenix back. You had a chance to get maybe 2 shots up heading into halftime. Give yourself 2 more opportunities. Now you put the Phoenix in a 2-for-1 situation, and they take advantage of it. Lincoln James with a nice mid-range pull-up. And those are like the little things as a player and as a coach you realize, maybe not as a fan so much, but those are big possessions. Baseline out-of-bounds play gives the team another shot at it.
36 seconds remaining in the first half. 22 on the shot clock. Wellnitz will pull it out. Try to burn some time off that shot clock that stands at 15 now. Wellnitz. Robson. 5 on the shot clock. Spinning Wellnitz. Kicks it out to Lakin James to beat the shot clock. Knocks it down, Lakin James.
Boy, that's one way to close it out. We talked about it. Woo. Big time finish. That's a big bucket. Trimmer able to get all the way to the rack.
Penguins not. So we start the third quarter with Green Bay leading 33-18. Mullins and James, Robson, Wellnitz, and Madison Wolf. Starting the second half for the Phoenix, Chickway, Gibson, Olsen, Trimmer, Peters on the court for the Penguins.
Yeah, big first 4 minutes here of this half. And for this Phoenix and for this Penguins team, Phoenix with a chance to kind of bury the hatchet. And Youngstown with their whole squad back now with Cash out there, may be able to dig into this lead. And that's a shot that Peters would have taken in the Milwaukee game. She was hot from 3, and now passing that shot up. And I feel like, in this game, you got to be aggressive.
Well, the Penguins started this game, first quarter, going deep into the shot clock. Here they are, 5 left on the clock. And then clearing some room is Peters, and getting called for the foul is Peters.
It's tough. I mean, when you pass up some of those initial looks, things get a little tougher at the shot clock. You got to be patient, but you also got to always play your game and do what you do well.
Sarah Cash on the floor. She missed a lot of time in that first half, picking up a couple of early fouls. It's a turnover on a travel.
Yeah, Robson in the post.
Melinda Trimmer checks into the game for the first time out of Beloit, Ohio.
14, Melinda Trimmer checks into the Penguins.
Olsen drops it off inside to Cash.
Yeah, that's things are tough, right? You want to be able to go to the bank, make a deposit. Cash right there on the catch. I mean, I got bank puns all day, Ted, as you know.
That's your business.
That's what I do, so can keep this going. I won't make the broadcast, the audience suffer with them, but they're there.
I like them.
They're there.
I like them. Here's Wellnitz. Long rebound. And the foul is going to go on one of the Penguins, and I think they're going to get Smolinski on.
Yeah, you see her clearly with the push on Robson. I love the hustle, though. Nothing easy. Make them earn it, but you get the stop you want. You want to come up with that rebound clean if you're the Penguins. And if you're the Phoenix, you got to take advantage of the extra possession.
Over the top to Wolf. Good defense by Chickway.
Now that's a possession where I feel like sometimes fading away so much, it's tough to get that to go in. Like sometimes use that height advantage, go over that right shoulder with that left-hand finish on the initial catch. I don't know what your thoughts are, Ted. But
be strong.
Yeah, be a boss, own that space, right? Again, that's where the development continues, though. I mean, both of the Wolf sisters have made so many improvements. You know it's coming, but that possession.
Olsen missed. Mullins with the rebound. There's James. Led all scorers with 11 points. Inside the Wolf. Finish! And the bucket. Strength. You gotta have strength.
And it was on the initial catch. It was quick. And yes, it was strong and through the defender. And I think she was listening. Went over that right shoulder using that left hand.
She has struggled at the line this season. A 60% free throw shooter, but gets the 2 before the free throws. Trimmer takes a shot. Chickway, good rebound. She tries to clear some space.
Yeah, she did a good job of holding her pivot on top of getting that great rebound.
Olsen back to Cash. Cash missed. Wolf rebound out to Wellnitz. Wellnitz one-on-one with Trimmer. And Wellnitz short. Good defense by Trimmer.
It was a nice Euro by Wellness. I think the shooter maybe tried to use that left hand, would have had a better shot at the touch, but good move, just not able to finish.
Trust the left. Smolinski looking for her first three of the game. 0 for 6 now in this contest for Smolinski, and that's a big part of this Penguin offense. Allison broke the Youngstown State three-point record last Saturday, currently sitting at 211 made three-pointers in her career.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been all back iron, too. Like, she just maybe needs to either take them deeper and just trust her, whatever her energy is today, why she's long on all those shots, or maybe just relax a little bit and see one go. That's where we talk about sometimes getting to the free throw line and seeing the ball go in that way, get some of those shooters going. Smolinski just with no such luck today.
Well, and you can see a little frustration on her face right now. Not only good throughout her career at Youngstown State, how about coming into this game? She is ranked 5th in the nation in made three-pointers. She's made 58 three-pointers this season alone. And again, 0 for 6 today.
Flat out shoot it. But again, the misses haven't been left or right, or it's been long. So as a player, you got to make the adjustment and trust your mechanics and trust your work.
Wolf going back to the free throw line. Well, it's a 15-point game right now. You have to know that Smolinski's going to get on track here with those three-pointers. So you always have to be aware of that and keep track of her. Long on the free throw for Madison Wolf. 8 points already in this game. 8 rebounds. In 15 minutes of work.
Not a bad day at the office.
So Frankie Wirtz on the bench.
Not a bad day at the office at all, huh, Teddy? So far?
So far. Got to work on those free throws, though.
Yeah. It's always something to work on, right? It's always something to chip away at when it comes to the craft.
I'm sure Coach Borseth would find something in the game film. Nice take there, but short on the shot by Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson trying to be aggressive, just not able to get it to drop.
Delia Gibson, just a freshman out of Cleveland. Wellnitz had a couple of threes in that first half. Trying to get going here in the second half. Lakin James almost had the steal. Tips it out of bounds.
Yeah, well,
Lakin's always got a smile on her face.
And Wellnitz tries to contest that pass. Her ability to jump so high, it made the passer put so much air on it. James was almost able to come up with that steal.
Haley Oski back into the ball game for the Phoenix. Freshman out of Seymour, Wisconsin, just down the road. Inside, Dunn missed the first shot, gets her own rebound and gets the putback.
Yeah.
Good to see Dunn on the floor. Left late in that first half with what appeared to be an injury, but back on the floor.
And contributing, too, and that's a way to stick with it. I mean, could have gave up on that play after the miss, never hung her head. Got right back to basketball, comes up with her own miss.
Haley Oski, baseball pass into Jen Wellnitz. You're going to throw a pass like that, you're going to throw it to Wellnitz, she's going to grab it. That's exactly the way Jen likes it.
And she was able to move to improve, get a better angle on that shot.
And Lakin James.
Yeah. They say the Lake Show don't exist just on the West Coast right now. Lakin bringing it today. She's been bringing it the last 4 or 5 games, though. It's been a pleasure because she's put in the work.
Haley Oski finished with the left hand. Beautiful play. Nice finish by Haley Oski. First 2 points of the game for her.
And again, all of a sudden, you've seen this lead balloon up. Cash has been out for a while too. She took a knee to her knee. So Coach Barnes trying to get her back in, but definitely didn't want to burn a timeout before this media timeout. But I venture to guess if the Phoenix score again, gonna have to take a look at doing something.
Inside to Wolf. Says thank you very much for the pass as she knocks down the mid-range baseline jumper.
And there it is, Coach Barnes trying to stall out to the media timeout. Had to take a timeout, good timeout. Getting it done on the defensive end, though, making it very difficult for all of the Penguins. And again, no one on their team with more than 6 points, led by Olsen with 6. And against Smolinski, was one of their key scorers with only 5 points, 2 of 8 from the floor. So again, Cash in foul trouble the first part of the in the first half, only has 2 points. And that's you have 22 points at the the 3:30 mark in the game.
So they'll get Mackenzie Wolf. A little more than a quarter remaining. Some free throws coming up for Melinda Trimmer, followed by Mackenzie Wolf right before that timeout. Trimmer now with that free throw, 3 points in the game. 1 of 6 from the field. Senior out of Beloit, Ohio. They've been outstanding with assists for this Penguin team this year. 4th in the nation with a 3.95 assist to turnover ratio.
Dimes.
That is getting it done.
Dimes.
Started this game 74 assists, 19 turnovers.
Taking care of the basketball, making smart decisions consistently.
Had a little trouble in Milwaukee. She was actually leading the nation before that game in Milwaukee. Against the Panthers, had only 1 assist and 4 turnovers. Looking for an opening, nothing there. Good defense by the Phoenix. They kick it to the other side, and a three-pointer knocked down by Olsen.
And that's great movement by the Penguins team. Again, getting 2 feet in the paint, getting it back out, getting it swung quick. And it's not always that first pass out, but that next pass out, the hockey assist, gets you the quality look. And also makes them pay again. It's her 3rd triple of the game, now 3 of 7 from the floor.
Over the top to James. Triple team, kicks it back to Robson. Deep into the shot clock we go, 5 on the clock. Oski spinning, throws it up, and Robson blocked. Shot clock violation.
That's good defense by the Penguins. And Oski likes to jab or drive left and spin back middle. And the defense set right on that move. And Robson just not able to get a shot off, as you saw the big block from Chickway. So good defense by the Penguins.
There's Cash trying to get around Wolf. Wolf with the block.
Big time individual defense in the post. And Wolf didn't bite for any fake, waited for Cash to jump and jumped with her. Being able to also time the block.
And we're going the other way as Mackenzie Wolf didn't see the action down low.
Yes, so she rolled Cash up pretty high. Excuse me, Chickway up pretty high. And felt like there was displacement on the release. Extended that off arm to create separation. And you get the offensive foul call. Now Wolf had her pinned for forever, and I feel like the pass could have came in before they got it reversed. And sometimes when you do that, your bigs get frustrated or trying to create more space. They get called for that one.
Personal foul, Mackenzie Wolf, Green Bay, your 3rd, team's 4th. Mackenzie checks out, replaced by Maddie Wolf.
Well, Youngstown State, a little momentum here since that last time out, scoring 5 straight points. Trying to find a way to crawl back into this one. Inside to Cash. Off balance. Lincoln James disrupted the shot.
And again, Cash just not feeling it today. Those are shots you saw her make consistently on film versus Milwaukee.
Jump ball, possession arrow.
Youngstown State will get the ball on the possession arrow. Good job by Haley Oski. Tied up Cash. 1:10 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Wellnitz, the defending Horizon League Player of the Year with the steal.
Yeah, Wellness doing what she does in the passing lanes, being disruptive on defense.
Wolf with a walk. And the scoring drought continues for Green Bay. It's closing in on 3 minutes without a point for the Phoenix.
Yeah, and it's been, again, consistently good defense by this Penguins team, but the struggle has been is that the Phoenix have been just as stingy. So Youngstown State with 0 points in the last 2 minutes. There's been not a lot of scoring going on today the last couple minutes here.
Another steal by Wellnitz.
My goodness.
Some free throws coming up after the foul by Olsen.
And good sportsmanship by Olsen. Went for the ball. She actually got the ball, but also got Wellness' arm and helps her up now. Jen Wellnitz, 5 steals.
2 go along with 4 assists, 4 rebounds.
8 points, a couple trade pieces.
Find a way to help the team.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't come through scoring.
No.
Smolinski, Dunn, Peters in for the Penguins. 1 shot.
Jen Wellnitz.
And it's the scoring struggles for Youngstown State. 3 of 13 in this half. 4 of 22 for the game from 3. 10 of 43 overall. 23% from the field. That's it's tough sledding, especially on the road. And Ted, sometimes you go where they're not getting quality looks, and they've had quality looks, they just haven't dropped for them.
Oski will track down the rebound. 10 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. James attacks the free throw line and knocks it down. Lakin James. And the Phoenix can hold on to this one. This would be a huge win for this program.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, you do it battle through the injuries that they've battled through, and then again lose Frankie Wirtz, and you go, where's the scoring going to come
Leading
from?
scorer.
Yes, and you go, where's the scoring going to come from? And everybody else elevates their game. And Wellness is one of them. As you see her get to the other side of the rim with the reverse finish, but then you lose first minute of the game of the season here. You lose Murphy. Himner's out. And 2 starters. Down another starter on Frankie Wirtz. And the team just continues to find a way. It's done. Finds a way for a strong finish.
Basket is good by Mary Dunn.
Nice job by Mary Dunn. Will go to the free throw line now. Yeah, still a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, but you got to start it right now. I mean, the stops, pushes, and finishes has to start immediately.
And Dunn with the 3-point play. So Wellnitz looking inside to Madison Wolf. Quite the battle inside between Wolf and Dunn. Carly Mowens looking for her first points of the game, but Wolf tracks down the rebound. Didn't touch the rim, so only 5 on the shot clock. Lakin James off balance. It did hit the rim, but the rebound was by Dunn.
Yeah, so it really didn't matter.
And that's the shot that Allison Smolinski has been looking for all game. Her first 3 of the contest. 1 of 8 from the 3-point line tonight.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding, but again, not a better time than now to hit a shot, especially when you're trying to get going. And then you know what, Coach Barnes, I understand where you're at mentally on that one. You finally get your leading 3-point field goal maker to hit one, and after hours, bank is open. Another bank punt. I told you I had a bunch of them.
I was there ready to catch it. I was waiting for it.
Wellness able to make her deposit from 3.
3 for 6 from that 3-point line for Wellnitz in this game. As Allison Smolinski is going to the free throw line, knocks down the first one. Wellnitz answering a 3 after Smolinski hit her first 3 of the game. But Wellnitz, with her 3 made three-pointers today, she's up to 10 made three-pointers on the entire season.
Again, go over the course of her career, she's got to be up. Probably, you combine them. I'll let you do. I'll do some play-by-play for you, Ted. You try to track this down. But again, just not necessarily the strength of her game, but she's turned herself into a where you have to almost, you have to come out and respect her from 3 now. And break. That's what she does. And look at the hustle. And you got to also respect the hustle, Ted. Jen Wellnitz, the first one on the floor.
So you wanted to know, in Jen Wellnitz's 3+ seasons of playing college basketball, how many three-pointers she's made?
That was the question
into this
asked.
one?
That was the question asked.
18 for her 3+ seasons. She got 3 today. So up to 21. That's a big boost.
That is. So you had 8 in the first 3 seasons is what you're saying.
18 in the first 3
In the
seasons.
first 3, okay.
Yeah. Well, she's got 10 now.
Okay.
So 10 of her 21 career have come this season.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what she normally does offensively. Steal and the layup.
Yeah, she's always a 5, 5, and 5. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals or blocks type of player. And Cash able to collect that miss and put it in.
54-37 Green Bay. Anna Breck getting some minutes in this one. Go over the top to Wellnitz. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a good shot here. And Lincoln James dragged the foot.
Yes,
Off in the background, I can see Anna Deere trying to get warmed up. We might see Anna get some time in this game today.
And coming off those ACLs, you have Jeremy Cleveland, one of the all-time great athletic trainers.
He does all of it.
Oh, yeah, he's kept me on the court quite a bit, getting her warmed up. So I know she's in good hands with Cleve.
Cash, that's a good strong move. We'll go to the free throw line.
Sarah Cash draws the personal foul on number 10.
Good quick move.
Second, team's third.
And typically when you reach in and throw your hands up, you know you got caught in the cookie jar.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. 82% free throw shooter out of Lordstown, Ohio. Senior. Cash certainly making an impact in her 4 seasons with the Penguins.
Yeah, I saw she's well over 1,200 points now, and now the Penguins with some press, and this is what you have to do. And good talk by Mackenzie Wolf coming up to be a safety valve. But now, again, I don't mind this because now you don't have to guard the Phoenix for 30 seconds or 25 seconds in the half court. You see what I'm saying? I don't mind a token press because they run one of the best motion offenses, in the country consistently year in and year out. Coach Borsef does a good job. I don't mind. Now, you limit your opportunities, too, if you get caught in the slowing the pace of the game down because they're so good defensively. But
that 3 off the mark. Who wants it? Pingle on the floor. And it will belong to Green Bay on the possession arrow.
Points towards Green Bay. Trimmer back into the Penguins.
Trimmer back into the game. Peters also checking back in. 6 minutes exactly to go in this contest. 54-39, Green Bay leading, looking for their 4th Horizon League win of the season. They'll hit the road after today. A couple of games next weekend before coming back for a 5-game homestand. Deep into the shot clock. 8 seconds. Lincoln James, nice fake. She'll go to the free throw line.
And Lincoln James, we call that a jab drop cross. You see the jab into the cross. And that's a move, I spend a lot of time working with kids on in the summer, but very crafty Lakin James, able to manipulate the defender and then draw that foul. It's a really big-time move. I wish we could replay it again. I don't know. I like to see them. I like to see some ankles get twisted a little bit on some crossovers. I don't mind that.
Both free throws are good. Lakin up to 17 points in this contest.
She's been on a tear. Now, talking about someone that stuck with it and found their groove.
Yeah, not a lot of minutes in her first few seasons with the Phoenix. Waiting for her opportunity, and now this is her time.
But it's the mentality of staying ready. Even though your opportunity didn't come when it came, she was ready for it through the preparation.
Wolf battling for the rebound and then gets fouled by Chikwe.
Penguins first goes on Chikwe.
You see him down there battling. Chikwe, she had the ball first as Madison Wolf started to pivot. Draws a foul.
Lakin James, that was poked away.
Said it went off of her leg.
Well, step away. Phoenix leading 56-30. Road Horizon League road win streak snapped on Thursday. Now on the verge of losing back-to-back games in the Horizon League.
It's tough sledding out here in the Horizon League. Night in and night out. Got to bring it with consistency. And did not help this team not having Cash on the court the entire first half. But either way, I felt like the Phoenix came out on a mission, especially on the defensive end.
Well, how much of that do you think is the motivation for these young women to get Coach Borsa to that 700th win?
A lot of it. I think a lot of it is also just being around the program, knowing the mentality. I don't think it was necessarily, I think it's the standard of consistency of the little things, taking care of business, game plan. Like I look at some of the players who struggled tonight. That's not by accident. That's by design, eliminating some of their strengths. So I think it's a piece of it is you obviously want to get your coach to the milestone, but also you compete for titles when you come here in Green Bay. You want to keep that standard going. And again, that's been built over 20 years. So last thing you want to be is you don't want to be the group that doesn't get that opportunity to compete at that level.
Megan Pingle will go to the free throw line.
Pingle draws the personal foul on number 12, Chelsea Olsen. The Penguins, that's her third. Team foul number 3. 2 shots.
Arm tap, shoulder tap, face tap.
Megan Pingle, sophomore, out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. A few years ago, she was Player of the Year in the Capital North Conference. Playing on the big court here at the Crest Center. So 17-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Gibson missed. Anna Deere, who's in the game for the first time, grabs that rebound. Deere, one of the great stories of perseverance.
Absolutely.
On this team. Dealt with a couple of season-ending knee injuries in her career.
I want to say one of the more mentally tough Phoenix players to come through this program. And again, she attacks everything viciously, whether it's academics or the basketball. Obviously, locally, a lot of people got to watch her develop. Played for Coach Zastro out in Algoma, great program. A couple state titles. But her rehab, she attacked her rehab like she did what it took for her to become a Division I basketball scholarship player and what it took to become a state champion. So no surprise there. Very happy to see her out on the court contributing and having fun.
Oski short on that 15-footer. Well, Oski, the state basketball player of the year last year out of Seymour High School. Talked about El Goma. There's Lakin James from Oconto. All the local players on this roster for Coach Borseth, and then goes out to Minnesota, grabs a couple of other players that fit in this system, and again, it's a time-tested formula for Coach Borseth and what he's been able to do here in Green Bay.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty consistent in his method. Again, he's always chasing the ghost of last year. So for them, it's always, win that conference title, take care of business, and then playing your best ball in the conference tournament, try to hang up another blue banner.
Peters knocks down the first free throw out of LaGrange, Ohio. Just a sophomore. She had a 17-point game in Milwaukee, been averaging close to 9 points a game. Another one of these good young players to be seen in the Horizon League the next few years. And Madison Mallory back into the game out of Geneva, Illinois. So 2:22 remaining. Pressure coming from the Penguins again. Deere, top of the key to Pingle. James down on the block, posting up. Let's see if they can get James another shot here. Mackenzie Wolf tried the hook. And Trimmer comes away with a long rebound. James chasing. No call. And James with the steal.
And Gibson stared at that pass down. It's a long pass. You got to look the defender off. You fake it into the post and then throw that skip. James doing a good job on the weak side, playing free safety. Coming up with the steal.
Lakin James, 17 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, 4 steals in the contest.
And I'm surprised, and I know it's still close enough where you got to keep your catalyst on, but James still in the game. Holding it down.
Jen Wellnitz also with 17 points in the game. Madison Wolf, 10. Youngstown State led today by Allison Smolinski, 10 points. 1 minute to go. 8 on the shot clock. Pingle to Deere. Deere with a finish. Anna Deere.
Nice pick and roll action at the shot clock. Pingle to Deere. Deere gets on the books for the first time in this game.
Trimmer tries the three-pointer. Phoenix will get the ball. 30 seconds remaining. Lakin James will check out with her 17 points. We get a nice ovation from the crowd. Terrific ball game, and there you see Kevin Borseth. Congratulations to him, 700 career victories with this win today. His second stint with Green Bay, spent 5 years at Michigan, started his head coaching career at Michigan Tech, and he has just been outstanding over the years, and a milestone win for the coach and a big win for the Phoenix team as they improve to 4-1 in Horizon League play, 9-6 overall on the season. Youngstown State falls to